Hello, viewers. Welcome to Science TV on the Glamour Show with me, Edna. That is my sign name. I'm happy to have all of you here. We have a very beautiful guest for you. Also, please don't forget to ask your questions and engage with us on our social media handles. So this is the Glamour Show is where we talk about very different things about beauty, and also to inform you about how to do the beauty. So if you missed the show, don't worry. You can catch it on our YouTube channel, Science TV. So welcome for the show, for the Glamour Show, with our very, very beautiful guest. She is very beautiful. You can also see for yourselves. Hello, introduce yourself, and I am very happy to host you for this show. So, how do you feel coming here to Science TV since it's your first time interacting with us people? How does it feel?
Thank you so much, Edna, for having me. I feel so blessed. I'm so happy to be here and to meet you. You're one of the most beautiful people I've ever met, beautiful inside out. So it's amazing to be here today. I'm so humbled by the work you're doing and your colleagues. So I'm happy to be here. It's a wonderful place to be. I feel right at home. I feel like I just belong. The people are so friendly. It's a good place to be. You can feel the warmth. You can feel the love. And I'm so glad to be here, honestly. It's a blessing.
Oh, wow. I'm also very happy and very glad that you came. So I'd like to ask you, so what is your work? What is your name? Maybe introduce yourself to us.
My name is Milka Mukami, and I wear many hats. I know I'm wearing a hat right now, but I wear many, many hats. I run a school called Royal Kindergarten and Junior School. I'm the director. I love children, and I just love being around them. I love being around little kids. I love seeing them grow, nurturing them, educating them. I like the way they light up when they see me and when we laugh together and help one another. It's a joyful place to be. I'm also a beauty queen. I was Mrs. Universe Kenya 2022-2023, and I represented Kenya in the Philippines in 2023. So I'm in the beauty and fashion industry. I am a stylist. I love fashion, and I love all things beauty. It started since I was a little girl. I'll tell you the story where I actually forced my dad to buy me makeup at, I think I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. So it started a long time ago, and here we are now. And I am also a pastor. This one is the one that surprises many people, but I am a pastor. I pastor at Integrity Church, Nairobi, and it's a calling that I love. I think it's one of the hearts that are dear to me because it's something that I cannot explain how it makes me feel. Just to serve God, to serve humanity, to spread the gospel, to visit with the sick, with the brokenhearted, to laugh in joyful functions with those who are laughing and celebrating. So being a pastor is really dear to me, and I really enjoy doing ministry work. I'm also married, I have children, so I do wear many hats. And I run also a program called Chosen Peace Center. Chosen Peace Center is an organization that does mentorship, coaching, inspirational speaking. We also work with young people in terms of not just mentorship, but helping them evolve and transition from teenagehood to youth. And of course, the young adults, helping them transition into the workplace, into the marketplace. So it's a beautiful place to be. The Chosen Peace Center also has a sister program, which is the Milka Mukami Foundation, which just does charity work. So this is just charity work to give. We just we either work through children homes or other organizations to just spread the cheer of service. So yes, Edna, I do have quite a number of hats, and I'm glad to bear them all.
Wow, I've seen that, and it's very interesting because there's a lot of work I've seen on your Instagram page, and it is very beautiful to see everything that you've done and everything that you've accomplished. So about the school, you said it's called Royal
Royal Kindergarten and Junior School.
Okay.
Yes, we are behind Muthaiga Square, just off the Muthaiga roundabout on Thika Road. And I started this school in 2016. So I started it as a kindergarten. And we did kindergarten for quite a number of years. And many of the parents loved the school because it's a Christian-based school. We impart Christian values, and the children feel at home. It's actually a home away from home. So the nurturing, the care is just like your child is at home. And the kids loved the place. So many of our parents kept on insisting, why can't we transition our kids from kindergarten to junior school right here? And we started working on how we could do this in terms of getting classrooms and preparing the place for them. And we expanded. We managed to build classrooms. We expanded the place. Now we have classrooms up to grade 6. So we expanded, and our kids could now transition from kindergarten to junior school. And that's how the school has been growing. So currently, we have the little ones and we have the junior schoolers, and they are coexisting very well in the space. It's also good to see your kids growing from kindergarten to transitioning to junior school. So it's a beautiful space right now, and we are actually looking into going into junior high, because then we are seeing a need for the junior high schoolers in terms of mentorship and hand-holding before they join senior school. Because they are not yet seniors, they are not yet old enough to, be in high school, and they are still young enough to need the nurturing and care that we give. So it's a space that now we are looking into.
Oh, that is really interesting. So our viewers, you see all that work? That is very commendable of you. So how do you teach character development? How do you integrate it in your lessons?
For me, character formation is very key to my heart. It's dear to me, and I think we've talked about this before, because your character is who you are, and it means a lot. You could be successful, you could have all the money, you could have all the good grades, but without good character, then you lose yourself. And when you look at our top leaders, Mahatma Gandhi, you look at Malcolm X, and people who are change makers, really, their character spoke. So before you speak, your character speaks. And there's an anonymous quote that I love, which says, character is like pregnancy. You may hide it, but not for long. So if you have bad character, you might try to disguise it or wear a mask, but before long, then people know who you are, and they tend to avoid you, and this carries you throughout your life. So character formation is something core to us, and we begin right from kindergarten. Of course, imparting good values, and it's a daily activity. It's not a lesson that you teach and finish. No, it's a daily activity. It takes a village to raise a child. So you must ensure that your child is growing up with the right villagers or in the right village. And you might not be able to pick the village, but at least pick those who are nurturing your kid and who are speaking into your child's life. So for character development, we really take our time in the classrooms to impart values. I personally run a public speaking program and other talent development programs where I speak and have conversations with children, and where we do other activities, even play activities, and add-ons like the extracurricular activities that help us shape the character. So we work internally, and we also help the kids learn how to express their feelings. So that if you're sad, if you're angry, what do you do? Do you bang the tables? Do you bang the doors? Do you beat up your friend? How do you express your feelings in a manner that will not injure the other person, and so that you have reconciliation? So we do teach conflict management also, reconciliation and conciliation, and we bring kids together so that they learn how to live in a community. They learn how to live with one another. They learn how to express their feelings, and they really build good character with integrity, because that's all you've got. Your character is all you've got. And once you lose it, then there is little left of you, because then people won't count on you, people won't trust you. So it is very core to us that we impart good values and that the children live them. So as a family, as a school, we live those values, we live that character. It's not just something we talk about, no. It is something that is our daily life. It's there every day.
Oh, that is very correct, what you said. So how do you ensure that your students are successful, and what is your goal with them? What do you envision once they finish in your school?
For me, I would say my goal is to develop well-rounded students who are independent in the world. I'm raising global citizens. I'm not just looking for an A student. I'm looking for a change maker, an entrepreneur, someone who will make a difference, innovators, creators. I'm nurturing people who are going to be independent and who want to make a difference in the world. Because we've got so many talents out there, but they don't even know how to bring out that which is in them. So for me, it's just to spark the desire to bring out what God has already put in the students. Because they already have it. They have the talents, they have all this knowledge. All I need to do is spur in them and motivate them to now come out and let their light shine. And that's what we actually do. So for me, education should enable you to be able to live independently and take care of yourself, those around you, and the environment. Once you can do that, then you can now innovate and be creative, because you'll ask yourself, what do I need? What do those around me need? How can I make their lives better and my life better? How do I take care of my environment and make it a better place? Then you have innovators and change makers. And then you have people who actually really mean it when they say they want to make the world a better place, because then they are getting creative and they're thinking of solutions. They're thinking of ways of developing this world that is around them, or creating something that will make the world a better place. So for us, it's not just about imparting knowledge and passing exams. In fact, when you pass exams so much, the question we ask you is, this knowledge you've gotten, what can you do? What can you do with it? I've got kids who are in grade 3 right now, and they surprised me this term when they wrote a business proposal. In grade 3, they came up with a business proposal. They were business partners, 2 desk mates, and they came up with a business proposal on how they are going to run a football club and manage a successful football club here in Kenya. And I was impressed, because these are kids who watch other sports clubs like Arsenal and Manchester United, and we can have such clubs here. So getting kids who are very interested in sports, and they don't just want to play the sport, but they want to come up with a successful football club that will compete with these other clubs in European leagues and international leagues. Those are the change makers and the kind of dreams we want these kids to have, so that when you're 9, if you can have such a dream, put it on paper. What are you going to dream of when you're 19? What are you going to come up with when you're 29? So for us, it's just to bring out that vision in you, to equip you to know you can dream it, you can do it, you can bring your dream to life. That's what makes me so happy and so proud of them.
Oh, that is really impressive. It's really impressive. So you see, There's a lot of advice on this show, so I hope our viewers you're learning. So on to our next question. How do you help your students to discover their talents? How do you help them discover their talents?
We have a talent development center right from the onset, from kindergarten, and we expose these kids to different activities. We've got sciences, because we have kids who are very gifted in mathematics, and you can tell as a teacher right from kindergarten. We also have the arts. We have music, we have dance, we have creative arts. And there are those who are also very artistic in terms of drawing, and they express their art through drawing, painting, and all that. So we have that as well. And then we have sports. So there are those who are into sporting activities, from swimming to baseball, rugby, football. You'll be surprised, actually, our girls' team won the silver, got the silver cup this term in Nairobi, Embakasi region. And we also have our dancers, our ballet dancers also were the best in Nairobi this term as well. So we are going, we have all these activities and these clubs that expose these kids to a variety of things. So in terms of clubs like debating, clubs like public speaking, we now nurture that talent from there. Once we identify your strength, in fact, that question is so good because it reminds me of a young man who once told me, "But Miss Milka, I don't know what my talent is. I don't think I have a talent." And the young boy was always used to make us laugh. So I actually told him, his name was Prince. I told him, "Prince, but you're a very good comedian. You always make us laugh." And he could tell us jokes, even during our school functions or in class, he could tell us jokes. And we were just all falling all over ourselves with laughter. The only problem was now how to manage him in class, because then he'll say the jokes even during class time when you want him to be serious. But we encounter kids with different talents, and it's such a joy to see them thrive. Now, how we ensure that the talent is managed well, if we see any child with exceptional talent, remember we have the talent development centers in different clubs, so we put them in different clubs. Once we identify a uniqueness or a child who is very talented in one area or another, then we work closely with the parent to develop that talent. So sometimes we refer them to different people. Those who are very artistic in terms of drawing, we now refer them to an art school where they can go after school. The ones who are very good in football, we've got a football club, and we also refer them to talent academies. So then we refer them to these different places so that we work in collaboration to develop the talent. Those who are gifted and talented, that is they used to be called the geniuses, and sometimes they could skip a class, although now we discourage that. We don't let them skip any classes. But those who are gifted and talented, we now give them higher IQ tests and higher IQ programs so that we continue sharpening their skills. And they become very innovative and very creative, even in terms of analyzing data, reasoning, and logic. So we have different things for different kids depending on their talents. But the key thing is to ensure that the talent is nurtured. Because then if you identify it, but you don't nurture it, then it's lost.
So now we want to take a short break. We'll be back with more stories and after the break.